Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Papa Smoke, and this is the House of Smoke, the YouTube channel. Okay, so today, as promised, we have creating a sacred space. Okay, so when we're creating a sacred space, it's very important that everything is cleansed correctly and prepared for the Lua or spirits that we are working with. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're working with angels, demons, jinn, Lua, Fae, whatever you have. The area needs to be cleansed. Now, it's worth noting that different spiritual energies have different resonances, so you may need to use different cleansing apparatus depending on the spirits. So things that are good are like sage, Palo Santo, frankincense, and myrrh. There is also a ritual to be done when you do a sacred space. So you cleanse yourself, yeah, and then you cleanse the air of the sacred space. Once you've cleansed the air of the sacred space, yeah, you need to cleanse the space itself and dedicate it as sacred. How we do this is we use a chalice of water. So in voodoo, we can use three different kinds of water. We can use Florida water, we can use holy water, and we can use rose water. Okay, different spiritual crafts may be different kinds of water. Now we have a chalice of water, which represents water, the element water. We put salt in it, which represents earth. We use cleansing incense, one that resonates with the spirits that we're working with, which represents air, and we will burn candles. We'll burn a candle as we come up, as I come across it later on, a white Sabbath candle, which will represent fire. Okay, so when we put the salt into the water, we visualize a beam of light coming from the heavens and hitting the chalice, and we say something like, I dedicate this water to the highest power. If you're working in voodoo, you can hide it in the Abrahamic, so you can say something like the highest power of Mary, may it be cleansed of all negative energy, but you can replace that with any name of any sort of deity or saint or whatever you want. And then he says, and then you add to that, and may it serve in driving away and repelling the dark and impure. As you say this, like I said, visualize a bright white light hitting the chalice and sort of engulfing the chalice. As it does this, visualize all negative and dark things falling away from any of the ingredients in the chalice, and it's now completely pure. Once this process is complete, simply sprinkle a few drops onto your sacred space or your altar while visualizing it driving away anything negative. Now, once cleansed and before doing anything else, the next step you should take, like I said earlier, is to light a white pillow or Sabbath candle. And you must say something from the heart, something like a prayer of intention. What I use is by the power of the earth, by the force of the fire, by the inspiration of the air, and by the virtues of the water. I light this candle so the divine light of the universe may bring illumination to this place and expel all darkness. For the next part of the process, obviously you need to ground and perform some sort of banishing ritual. I use the combined middle pillar and full banishing ritual of the planetary master key. Although the lesser banishing ritual, the pentagram, will do if that's the only one you know. And then after that, you declare the space sacred. Now, to declare the space sacred, you can use a simple knife. You can use an athame, use a simple knife, or you can use a wand. But it's worth noting, once you have used this implement, it can only be used for creating sacred spaces, therefore, after, and no other ritual or purpose as a tool. So first you pick up the blade, and as you do so, visualize the same brilliant white light that hit the chalice, yeah, hitting the knife and now charging it and empowering it so it's like some sort of powerful spiritual enchanted sword or something. Now use the enchanted knife or wand or whatever you're using to draw a circle around your altar space. And as you draw a circle around your altar space, you need to declare it as the way between worlds. So you say something like, I cast this circle between the worlds. This circle marks the way between worlds, between the sacred and the profane. There is nothing inside this sacred circle that is not sacred. And now you continue until basically you keep going until all the items you're using for the work and all the ritual items you'll use in the sacred space are now engulfed within the circle. It's also imperative that you yourself are spiritually cleansed, like I said before. You need to be presentable. Don't do any work with the Lua where you need to, when you work with the Lua, sorry, don't go in front of the Lua sloppy. Wear your best clothes and be presentable. If they see such things as disrespect. Other spirits may be different. Some spirits require you to appear naked. Some find that as offensive, but make sure, however you're appearing, it's in line with what resonates with them. But make sure you're spiritually cleansed, no impure thoughts, not intoxicated, anything like that, no negative energy at all. Okay. This has been creating a sacred space. Any questions, let me know. Now, as soon as you've declared that sacred space as a way between worlds, between the sacred and profane, it is now actually an open conduit for spiritual communication. So once you have things like activated vives or activated sigils, statues with the spirits seated in them, for example, things like that, images of the spirits that have been activated and contain the essence of the spirits, once you have those there and you've done a ritual to dedicate that area to the specific spirit, that is then your altar room. That is then dedicated to them. Now, there is some important information you need to know about your altar room, right? You are able to serve more than one spirit, but remember, some spirits, especially Luar, can be jealous. Some spirits don't play well with others. So if you enter your spiritual altar room, your sacred space, you need to go fully spiritually cleansed. You need to not be wearing any spiritual jewelry from any other spirit or any spiritual items such as gree bags, charms, anything else to do with any other spirit. Take it off, don't be wearing it. Any tattoos to do with any other spirit, covered up. You go there and you're for that spirit only while you're in that room. You don't take anything in there just in case there's a spiritual clash. If there is a spiritual clash, what will happen is two spirits will fight. When they've done fighting, they will punish you because they'll turn around and go, it was your ignorance that made them fight in the first place. Okay, so make sure you remember their service days and their fate days as well, and their feast days and their celebration days, and pay respects to them on those days. Make sure everything in that spirit's room resonates with that spirit, is the right color, the right energy, and resonates with them correctly. If you're not clairvoyant or clairaudient or clairvoyant, get help from someone who is, and someone who has got that sort of spiritual knowledge. I'm Papa Smoke. This has been created a sacred space. Don't do anything which I would do, which ain't the right lot. See you later.